Well, good morning. Just coming up to 6:01 on this Wednesday morning, homicide investigators are working in New Westminster at this hour after a man was found beaten so badly he is not expected to survive. The man was found shortly before 8 o'clock last night near 23rd Street and 7th Avenue. Investigators do not expect him to recover from his injuries. One person is in police custody, and there's no word yet on the identity of the victim or the person arrested.
The 22nd Street SkyTrain station is where this incident would have taken place, and if anyone has seen a person being assaulted or anything similar to that, they're asked to call the I Hate Tip line or Crime Stoppers.
Surrey could be dealing with its 24th homicide of 2013 in what's already proving to be a record-breaking year for the city. A body was spotted yesterday morning off Park Drive near 102nd Avenue and 124th Street. It was found down an embankment near some train tracks. Right now, investigators are only considering it to be a suspicious death, but residents did hear what sounded like a gunshot the night before.
Given the area and the fact that it's a residential area, it's fairly quiet. It's not an area that if a person's vehicle, anything suspicious, noises happen in an area like this, it's relatively quiet. Someone would have heard or seen something.
Crews are investigating the cause of a house fire in North Vancouver last night. Flames broke out on Ridgeway Avenue near 7th Street just before 10 p.m. When crews arrived, the house was fully engulfed in flames. 2 people were home when the fire started. The owner and a tenant, both of them, got out in time. A 54-year-old man is now facing charges in connection with a hit-and-run in Surrey last December. He's facing 2 counts of failing to stop at the scene of an accident involving bodily harm. 2 women were hit while jogging in a crosswalk at 152nd Street and 32nd Avenue. Both were injured, one of them seriously. A 57-year-old Burnaby man is dead after an accident on Canada Way. It happened just before 6 o'clock Tuesday morning as the man tried to make a left-hand turn from Rayside Avenue onto Canada Way, but his black Mazda smashed right into an oncoming GMC Jimmy. Investigators do not think speed was a factor in the crash. And a 97-year-old man hit by a car on Lansdowne in Richmond on Friday has now died from his injuries. It's the city's 9th traffic-related death of the year. In other news this morning, Happy Hour will be coming to BC bars and restaurants in the spring. It's part of another set of proposed changes to our province's liquor laws. Children will also be allowed into pubs and legions. The Premier says the reforms will enable families to dine in neighborhood pubs and give consumers and businesses more flexibility. A full report addressing the 50 remaining recommendations from the Liquor Policy Review is expected in February.
It really is a thicket of regulation that is not intended to help business thrive, and it's not intended to make sure that consumers get convenience. So because it's been so complex, we've wanted to work through it piece by piece. And choosing to do it this way, I think, meets that goal for us.
After years of hearings, a decision on the controversial Northern Gateway pipeline is about to come down. A federal review panel will reveal its decision in Calgary tomorrow afternoon. The $6.5 billion pipeline would transport crude oil from Alberta to Kitimat. Opponents of the project argue the risk of an oil spill in the water and on land is too great and that the government should reject the proposal. Regardless of what is decided by the review panel, the federal government will make the final decision. A crane operator is alive and well this morning after surviving a terrifying ordeal in Ontario. The man was trapped on a crane when a massive fire broke out at a construction site in Kingston. The worker got as far away from the flames as he could, finally getting picked up by a search and rescue team after an hour's wait. The fire spread to a neighboring building. For the most part, it was contained, and that's a good thing because it happened right beside a gas station. However, residents within a 4-block area, they remain under an evacuation order this morning. An apology from Toronto Mayor Rob Ford wasn't enough to stop a reporter from going ahead with a defamation lawsuit. Ford told City Council yesterday he didn't intend to suggest during a TV interview last week that the Toronto Star's Daniel Dale is a pedophile. Ford said he was apologizing if his words caused Dale any harm or personal offense. But Dale is not satisfied with that, saying the mayor did not retract any of his claims and that he's going ahead with his defamation lawsuit. Christmas has come early and in a big way for at least 2 lucky ticket holders in the United States. That's because at least 2 tickets match the winning numbers for last night's $636 million Mega Millions jackpot. One winning ticket was sold in Georgia, the other sold in California. It was the second largest lottery prize in U.S. history, but that $636 million could go a little higher today once final sales are counted. If the winners choose the lump sum cash option, they will split $341.2 million, and that works out to be about $171 million each.